a year, so he'll probably take a pay cut next year.
Well, sub on how much would he be on? Like he would be on.
Probably, I think he was on 700, 800 a year.
Come on, Collingwood. What I'll do is I'll message you guys, and if I have to be at my grandmother's, I'll cancel my stream and let Sean stream, but I'll still be joining you guys regardless.
Yeah, just know that we're live right now, Kev.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I've seen that. No, I just want to let you know, man.
Yeah.
Sydney Miss. Yes. Come on, Collingwood. Let's fucking beat Sydney. Hey, in the VFL, if we win this, right, we'd be top 4.
Oh, who's not playing today? Because the sub is Henry.
Yeah, give me
Henry's
a second.
Playing. Brown.
Well, the game doesn't start till about 3:20.
I think Brown sub.
Could be.
Kelly's playing. Henry's playing. Bianco, where's Bianco? Bianco isn't playing either.
Come on, Collingwood. So apparently, according to this, right, if we win, we can go into like 4th on the ladder. Yes, good mark.
If we win, we're second, and we submit a top 4 spot. But if we lose, even if we lose next week, we're still in the top 4. But if we win both games, we're top 2.
Yep.
But in the VFL,
and we want top 2. We definitely want top 2.
Yeah. Home qualifying final.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Alright, that should be enough time.
Hopefully we play Brisbane because they can't play on the MCG. They're shit there.
Jack Madge missed it. No, mate, but in the VFL, Sean, on the ladder it says for 6, yeah? So if we do win, according to who's playing today, we got Melbourne, Casey versus Carlton. And then you got Essendon versus Werribee. So I think because Essendon's not going to matter, to be honest. So we have to hope that Carlton lose, and we have to win, and that we will be on 48 points, so we can be either 4th on the ladder. So that means that next week against Carlton, the VFL, we're going to have... Because we're playing them at the G now.
Yep.
So that's going to be interesting. Because Carlton can lose. Because Richmond, right, they've got Frankston. So if Richmond wins next week, that means they'll be in the 8. And Carlton can drop out. I hope Richmond wins then. That's a fair shove.
Yeah, here we go. Alright, I think I'm all set up, ready to go now. Alright. Thanks everyone for tuning into the stream. Make sure to like if you haven't already. Make sure to subscribe for future content. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get stuck into this double header for yeah, the VFL game which is on right now. It's both even apiece at 1 point each, with Sydney about to line up for goal, and then we'll be watching the AFL after this. Currently I've got Kev and Tom with me, so say hi guys whenever you're ready.
Hey guys, how are we, chat? I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hopefully, double good win. The girls had a very good win yesterday in a AFLW practice match. Shout out to the girls out there. And yeah, let's hope we get 2 wins and we go into the game against Carlton, ending their finals hopes.
Yep.
How are we, guys?
Short and sweet, love it. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
See,
Did that girl win? Did the girls win yesterday?
Yeah, we
Yeah. So there's one down. Hopefully we get all three.
No, we pumped them by 30 points.
Was that a practice game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, apparently, I don't know. Maybe you guys could answer it as well. But if we had, so out of like today's game, right? Who do we want to win? Do we want Richmond to win or do we want Hawthorn to win?
Wouldn't really matter, to be honest. Well, if Richmond win, that means
yeah.
I think Carlton would want Richmond to lose.
Yeah, so then they keep their spot. So yeah, so probably Richmond.
I don't think Richmond will lose to Hawthorn. As much as I hate Richmond, I don't think they'll lose to their next 2 games.
No.
What about Bulldogs against South Melbourne? Or Hawthorn, I should say, in Tassie?
That'll be a hard game in Tassie. I do reckon the Dogs will win, but Hawks are hard to beat in Tassie.
Didn't Bulldogs beat them last year? Round 15. No, it was at Marvel. That's right. Bulldogs won by 42 points at Marvel. And in Tasmania, Hawthorn absolutely smashed them. Like 1964, 5737. That's right, it was too. In 2020, Bulldogs won by 36 points. So, now they haven't played too many home games at Marvel except for one. In Tasmania, and that was obviously
Oh no.
2021.
That's the thing though, it's going to be interesting to see if we can beat Sydney today, because they're basically on par with us on the ladder. As well as the VFL. Yeah. They're on the same amount of wins. I think we're higher. I think we've got a better percentage. I could be wrong in that.
We're 1 win ahead of them. But they've got high percentage.
Talking about the VFL or the AFL?
AFL.
I'm talking VFL at the moment.
Oh, sorry, man. Hang on, I'll check for you. In the VFL, they're on the same amount of wins, but they got 128.2. We're 123.0.
Oh yeah, so they're above us. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I knew it wasn't far off, and I knew we were on the same wins.
I thought you meant AFL, sorry, man.
Yeah, Bo, let's go. That's I don't know if you guys are watching the stream, but that was a very classic Bo goal just then. Just the ball goes over the back, runs onto it, dribbles it through. Yes. Oh, come on. Got him. They got supposed to line up. Here we go.
Ah,
That's a goal to Josh Dacos. Oh no, they paid a free kick for a dangerous tackle.
Ah, here we go.
Hey, do you guys
Oh.
follow Collingwood clips on Insta?
No, but I probably
I
should
I
actually.
think I do.
Man, they got some good clips like Jamie
Yes,
the
come on,
Scott
let's go.
Pennywood goal, the Anthony Walker goal back in 2001 in a tie game. And then I think there was one with was it Will Hoskinelli? Where he kicked that great goal as a Collingwood supporter.
Yeah, AJ. One other thing, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in AFL Evolution, have you guys noticed that Jack has a left foot? He actually kicks on his left when in real life he's a right footer.
I've noticed that.
It's always the rookies. I always get the rookies mixed up. Oh, come on.
I wonder if they'll bring out a season 2023 pack.
I hope they do.
Oh no, they'll probably wait till the new game comes out.
Yeah, they'll wait till the new game comes out because it's
Yeah,
not.
they wouldn't bother.
Yeah, because with Big Ant, they'll look at it and they'll go, well, that's because Wicked Witch would have done it, but because it's not owned by Wicked Witch anymore, Big Ant has it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ready, Dad? Sorry, guys, I was just talking to my old man.
Yeah, all good.
Right.
Oh, by the way, too, just to let you know, Sean and
Yeah.
Tom, Blue Board did their review.
Well, we'll see what the excuses are this time.
Yeah. But that's the thing, though. If we beat him, like he's got no excuses to give us.
Do
Because
you think that do you think they'll admit that we're a better team than them?
I don't
If
think
we do
Terry will
come
ever
out
do
with
that. Pommy,
Oh, definitely are.
Pommy will do it if we've earned it, which we had, and he's already sung our praises so much anyway.
We have a better defense. We have a better, probably not a better midfield. We got a better forward line.
Because apparently as well, like we're number one in the competition for like defense.
Yeah,
Because
we are.
the way that we
Yeah.
have, like instead of having like loose players at the back, we actually like maintain our distance. So if one of us do go, like that forces that extra handball, and that
Oh, come on,
forces
get
teams
there.
to play very quickly as well, and they don't like it.
Yeah.
Because I noticed that David King, just said it. Pretty sure.
I'm
That
not entirely sure,
he
no.
said that we are. On our first pack.
Mm.
Add in McStay
Pretty
next year, and our defense will be rock solid, even
Yeah.
more rock solid.
And it's going to free up Murphy too to play a bit more of a third tall sort of.
Intercept.
Yeah. Because he can intercept and play that role, so.
Oh well, Howe, because you got
Yeah.
Howe likes to play intercept as well.
So out of our defense as well, right? Compared to like this year and last year, do you think that we're a better team defensively this year than we were last year, or about par, or about the same?
I think their pitches made our defense like the fact we've won games because we've been getting smashed in set appearances, and then the ball gets bombed into our defensive 50. It's definitely our defense because we're not winning all the stats, but yet our defense is still up to scratch, and that's why we're winning games, I reckon. Like they're all communicating well, they're all bonding well, and
yeah. Well, here we go. Could be a chance here to no. Swans just get it out.
Yes,
So
there we go.
my question for you, Sean, as well, is
Yep.
that with our with the way that we're playing, that we're not like dominating all the stats, does this feel like a Richmond 2017 year for us?
does a bit. But what are you, Sean?
It kind of feels like us in 2018, to be honest. Like it's got a bit of both 2018 and 2010 about it. Like, I feel like we're better than 2018, but we have the potential to be better than 2010, but we're just not better than 2010 right now. So that's sort of where I feel like we're sitting. It's like we're... Because I think overall, I think the 2010 team is better than 2018. And then just the pure, just sort of like skills that they had. Just the knack of like, we could be goalless like 2/3 of the way through a quarter, and then the last like 8 minutes of the game we'll put on 5 goals. Like that's a team that's like pretty darn good if you ask me. Like, so yeah, it's that's where I feel it is. So, which is kind of it kind of makes it a bit hard to sort of know, oh, where is this team at, sort of thing. But that's honestly where I see them.
I think it's our development team better too.
Well, that's the thing. I think we'll eventually be better than 2010. We're just not there yet. But then again, that's, it's not going to take much. I mean, we already have Kruger. We already have, obviously AJ's in outstanding form. He's only going to get better.
And also in 2018, we had the oldest list in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
And this year, I think we're like 7th or 8th. We've got young talent in the team, so I'd take this team over 2018.
Yeah.
Because I know that like one Carlton supporter said, "Oh, it's pure luck that Melbourne won. It's pure luck that we won." But yeah, it's no skill. And it's just like, well, it takes skill to win like these tight games. Like it doesn't take a bouncy ball. Like like even 2010 that draw, like it was an unlucky bounce. Like if the bounce favoured the way that for Milne, like it would have been a different story. But the fact was like there are like moments in games where you look at us this year, it's the Jack Savani miss, it's the way that that tackle, it's the tackle, and it's like against Melbourne, like hold the ball in there, and you just know like you take time off the clock.
Yeah.
But you know that Melbourne need to play quickly, I think
1,000%.
that's one thing I'm proud of us for doing that. And looking at our plus game records, we only lost one.
Yeah.
I think Carlton's record. I know Carlton's 50% win-loss record, but I think with other teams as well, like I don't think you see many close games. Like Bulldogs had their close game, they got the job done. I think it was like the third quarter or something as well, where the game just opened up. But even like the Melbourne Carlton game, it looked flat like for the first half.
Yeah.
Like bad kicking, inaccuracy, fumbling. Like I don't agree Carlton played well. I don't think Melbourne played well either. I think Melbourne were just off their game, and I think they found something with the Cosy Pickett, Jake Melsham. I thought plays well against Carlton, believe it or not.
Yeah, it's like, where did he come from?
Like, have you seen the goal he kicked with a minute remaining
seen that.
2013, where he basically wins the game for him? It's just like every time Melsham plays against Carlton, he plays very well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just that.
Yeah, every team has that player though. Like, like for us, like Tyrone Vickery was that for us. Like, he'd fucking pop out of nowhere. He'd like kick no goals for like 3 months, but then he'd kick 5 against us, and it's like, how the fuck does that happen?
Yeah. I've got all my tips right so far, just noticed that.
Yeah.
I only got one wrong.
I actually haven't done tipping in years. I'll do it next year. Like, I'll do it as content and all that good stuff.
I've tipped us to beat the Swans.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
I tipped Essendon. I've tipped Richmond.
Is there a rumour that apparently Geordie may not play?
Yeah, there is. Group just posted about it.
What, Jordan De Goey?
Yeah.
That's why Calbran and Bianco's not playing.
There's something around Jordan De Goey's spot in Collingwood's against Sydney.
So what do you reckon that makes our chances then? So does that make it Bianco goes in and then Cal's sub, or?
Yeah, I reckon Cal will be sub.
Yeah. But then again, I'd actually, you know what, just from a position point of view, you'd probably rather Cal in, to be honest.
Yeah, same here. Isn't Cal that tough inside player?
Yeah.
And what type of player is Trent is, do you think?
Trent's more outside, I think. He can be an inside mid. I just don't think he's there yet, but he's more wing outside mid. Come on, get there. Oh, come on. Good. Alright, good. Let's go.
I'm seeing the message. And they're Collingwood supporters.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know how I got out of that one.
Just to let you guys know.
Oh, my God. Yep.
On Saturday night, I'm going to Essendon Richmond game, so I won't be able to stream.
Yeah, that's alright.
You guys know. So my mate's coming down from Maryborough down to Melbourne.
Yeah.
So he asked me if I want to go to the game. I thought, yeah, like might as well.
Yeah.
I'll be going to obviously Sunday's game as well. But yeah, just gotta let you guys know. So I won't be streaming on Saturday night because I was planning on maybe streaming the Essendon Richmond game, but then I thought maybe it might be easier to, see the only fixture that's might be a good game is next Friday night.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be a good game actually. I reckon that'll be another top 4 game. Brisbane, Melbourne.
Brisbane, Melbourne. Caden will definitely stream that game. I've got no doubt on that. And he's a huge Melbourne fan. And then you've got Essendon versus Richmond, Adelaide versus Adelaide. Well, here we go. Inside 50. Yes! We've got one! Sam Glover's kick on, boys. Let's go, baby! 20 points now, we're 14 points now. Sweet. So who do you think will win, Ryan? Here's a big question.
Yeah.
Who do you think will win out of Port Adelaide or Adelaide?
Well, no doubt Port will have a talk about the prison bars again, so... I reckon the Crows are a chance, actually, because they've been playing some...
Yeah, you could really say either team, and you could definitely create an argument for both. I don't know.
See Port accept Collingwood's offer wearing the teal.
Yeah. Can I just say that, like, I hope it's a draw then? So you have both teams look. Yeah, I hope it's a draw.
A bit like, I reckon Koshki's like a bit of, like, he's doing what Eddie did to us. Like, Hinkley's his love child and all that.
Yeah.
You know, Eddie signed Buckley.
Yeah, I love how he, like, hates Eddie, but then he's, like, doing everything that Eddie's done.
Yeah, Eddie off with.
Yeah.
Like, I reckon Port fans want Koshki gone, like Collingwood fans we wanted Eddie gone in his later years, because Eddie done some good things for the club, but...
Do you agree how they've gone about it, though? Like, having a sign saying, oh, sack Hinkley and, like, all this talk back, or do you think it's not a fair game on that?
Well, didn't Koshi come out and say, like, during the week that he's gonna sign with the club or something? Because I don't think it's official, but he definitely came out and said he'll be there next year. So
yeah, because he said, oh, pressure's on everyone. Like, there's going to be review. Then he said, oh, within that couple weeks, couple days, he'll be playing, like, he'll be coaching next year. But I think for me, if I were Port Adelaide, I'd sack Hinkley. I would. Even though he's got you into a prelim, but, like, I think you need a fresher voice.
Well, his time's done. He hasn't won a flag since he's been there.
Oh my god.
He's been to like 2 prelims, hasn't made the grand final, and he's been to 1 or 2 prelims.
Oh my god, that's just sad. On Twitter, Sean, and you too, Tom, there's been racism again towards a Melbourne player.
Oh yes, Cosmic Ticket, yeah, seen that.
People just need to chill with that shit, like, seriously, like...
And half the time it's a fake account that says it.
If it was at the footy, then that's disappointing.
No, I was on...
I'm sorry to bring it up. I just happened to see it on Twitter. I go, what the hell? Like, that stuff needs to stop.
It was bloody Carlton fan.
You reckon it was a Carlton fan that made the fake tweet when we played, was it North Melbourne? Yeah, because it was towards Goldstein, wasn't it?
And there was one on Instagram as well that was making racial comments as well. So Carlton's got form in this manner, but yet they're not going to talk about it, because in that way, they'll talk about when it happens to Adam Zard, but they won't talk about when it's happened to anyone else.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what they do. They only care when it affects them. Once it doesn't, they're quick to hop off the bandwagon. I mean, we know this.
I know, man. And that's why I love you and Tom a lot, because you guys aren't like that. And you guys,
in all seriousness, why would you go out of your way to cause pain and suffering for someone that's only trying to bring joy and happiness to the to AFL and to people in general. Like, it makes no freaking sense.
No. And half the time it's kids that do it. Like, they don't know the consequences of saying racist things.
Jack Madgen's got a shot, guys, as well, after the song in the first quarter. And he's missed everything.
Alright, it's quarter time, guys. Down by, what's that, 13 points. Yeah.
I'll join the group chat in a minute. I'll just pause it for a sec. I'll mute myself. But yeah, I'll be back. I just want to know.
Yep, all good.
I need to go out or not.
Alright. Have you got any thoughts on the game so far, Tom?
How's Finlay going? I know he's got it a few times. Finlay McRae. Glover's got to go.
Yeah, just getting up the match center now. So Huswaite and McRae leading the disposal count was 7. Will Kelly's on 6. Chug on 5, Poulter 5, and the rest are on 4 or less. So probably, I think, I mean, it's fair to say that it's probably not our best quarter. But obviously, yeah, we can definitely turn it around. It's only first quarter. You can just put it to just, trying to, because I feel like as well too, sometimes it just takes a while to adjust to the conditions as well. So, just on that alone,
Hey guys, I have to go now.
Yep, all good.
I'll message you. What's happening as well, yeah?
Yep. All good.
Alright, love yous all.
I'll see you later on. You're going to be here later on, Kev?
Yeah. No, you guys have been amazing support for me. From the bottom of my heart, I thank both of you very much. I really do.
Yep.
Because without you guys helping me out as well, and being there for me and making me a better person, I appreciate everything that you guys have done.
So good, mate.
So let's hope that we beat Sydney. Now we focus on Carlton.
Yep.
And yeah, hopefully that we don't hear anything about us, and I hope that if that does ever happen, I'll definitely gonna call that stuff out, because that ain't on at all.
Yeah, 1000%.
So, and unlike these Carlton supporters, I have respect. I don't push their boundaries. I don't go anywhere near that. At the end of the day, it's just a footy game.
Yeah.
Who really cares?
Exactly.
You win some, you lose some. I remember myself, like Jason Ackermanis, like he used to tear us apart like 5 us in that grand final, kicking that match winner. But mate, I just don't get some people. I really don't.
Yep, all good.
But alright, see you guys.
Yep.
Take care.
Yeah. There we go. Alright, first line up.
Any comments on this train yet?
No, not yet. Thanks for the one person tuning in. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the content so far. Would love to get the actual footage of the VFL up, but obviously that's just not possible. But yeah, we'll make sure to give you the coverage of the VFL and AFL as we see it. So yeah.
Is that a copyright thing? You can't.
Yeah, it's sort of, it's such a confusing process, to be honest. Yeah, it's better. It's better off just leaving it
Because
on.
if it's free, if it's a free stream, then why can't you stream it on YouTube? Weird.
There's copyright and all that shit, and it's
not
because
you can.
that's the thing. Like, you know, if a company comes out and says we don't like this, we're gonna sue, then we can't do anything about it.
If it's on Foxtel, yeah, fair enough. You can't do it. It's against the law.
In fact, I might change it to Pies Vs Swans double header, just so that might bring in a few more. There we go. Yeah, and if you want to share it out to the to your social medias, Tom, too, make sure to do that too if you want.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, actually. Let's go. There we go. Yep, good. Ah. Actually, you know what I could do?
Yeah.
I wonder if I could get away with just the audio.
Good.
Yeah, sure. Let's try that. All right, I'll get myself set up. It's gonna be difficult because I'm already live streaming, so I can't. I gotta make sure that there's no, yeah, that it's all like seamless and stuff. All right, give me a second. I might actually see if I can do this to where I can get the audio going. to duck out a bit. I'll be back in like a minute.
Yep.
Hey, Zany boy. Hope you're doing alright. We're just about to. In fact, I'm gonna change things up a bit. I might get. God, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, to be honest.
Huge win over Williamstown, but not quite as effective thus far today. Laddams and Roberts in the ruck once again, and it's McRae who picks it up with the clearance. A driving ball forward. Glover will fly from the back. The ball presents there for Collingwood, And they've got one on the board through Yu Ashwin.
There we go. We got another goal.
The second for Collingwood, their first of the second quarter, an instant response to the
Here we go.
first of this second term, and just keeping it at probably the reward they deserved for their inside 50 dominance in this quarter.
All right, let's see if we can also.
Man, the 18 just.
There we go. Good seamless transition. Yep, there we go. Finlay McRae on 12 disposals too. Yeah, chat, let me know if you guys can hear it too. Because you guys should be able to hear the audio now. Tom, if you want to check it too, might be a bit quicker. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so for those who have 5 disposals or more, from the top going down, Finlay's got 12, Huswaite's got 8, Kelly's got 6, Lane Murley 6, Poulter 6, and then Chug, Magin, and Zach Malloy and Cho Roscoe have 5 each. Yeah, so McRae's got 5 kicks, 7 handballs, and 2 tackles so far. Have you seen the stream? Is the audio come? Yeah. All right, so you can hear me and also the game. Well, are you able to hear the VFL game? Okay.
Right angles.
Is that better?
O'Connell lost his footing, so Magin now has the chance for Collingwood. He's got a teammate there in.
Wait. Headphones.
Takes it uncontested.
Yeah, there we go. That should be better.
Cunningham, who's got Rankin.
Yeah, for some reason my audio skipped the main thing. Audio weird.
Yeah, I can hear it well. Yeah, all good.
Yep.
Goes all the way back to Goulden. He can go all the way back to where we started with Laddams.
Work in process to get working.
Pete Laddams having a blinder of a first quarter and a half. This is disposal number 16. It's beautifully marked by Huswaite in the contest.
We're going to have to lower this to about 8.
Campbell on the left, goes short. Ball bounces straight through. Laddams gets it again. Gives a hand pass back to Golden. A lot of it also.
Yeah, it's working well.
The advantage of Cordell.
Yeah, I'm just going to lower it though.
To Sheldrick.
Yep.
Because, yeah, I need to have, obviously, me over the top.
Like a background music, like a background stand sort of thing.
Yeah, because if it's obvious, YouTube will definitely pick it up.
Goes short to Hall Kahan.
Oh, true, yeah.
Certainly a more deliberate play. It's more
I might lower myself to about 12 as well too. Okay, that's on 12. Alright, we should be all good. Alright guys, if you guys are listening in the chat, make sure to let me know if you can hear me, the VFL audio, and the and anything else. In fact, I might... Yeah, I should be alright. I might be able to switch this over to... Alright, so I'm back. Oh, jeez, I don't know how this is going to work now. Alright. Put that over there. Oh, it looks like this is going to work out. Oh my god, yes, this is going to work out well.
Glover kicks the goal, finishes it off. That was terrific play from Collingwood. They got almost all the way to forward 50 without kicking it. Imagine just with the kick to finish off.
Here we go, Sam Glover with another goal.
He's got his second.
They just held onto the ball.
It was extraordinary.
Would they go from one post to the 50, from the back pocket all the way to the 50 without a kick?
Are you so able to hear me?
Imagine put it in, and it took a Shane Warne leg break to sit up beautifully for Sam Glover, and all he had to do was turn around and hook it around the post.
Okay, I might have to...
That's what happens when you move quickly like that. You get a player like Glover in open space because it's so hard to defend fast ball movement like that.
And Caleb Poulter, who is a very nice prospect for Collingwood, was right front and centre in all of that, running the whole distance through that contest. Collingwood runner being sent out of the centre square. Probably lucky not to get pinged for a free kick on that. They're not allowed in the square on the restart.
Jordan Ruffhead, it is the Collingwood runner.
It is.
Are you able to hear me now? Oh, Jesus.
Disposals with all the disposals he got in that chain.
That'll be another recall bounce.
Finn McRae is the Collingwood's leading player with 13.
Oh, no.
Leading all comers with 17.
Okay, technical difficulties here.
Taking a well-earned spell on the
there we go.
15 outs and 4.
Alright, are you able to hear me now?
Amadi wins the tap this time. Sheldrick got it to Bell, out to Warner on the wing. He'll come back in board, couldn't get onto his favoured left. Paul Kahan.
Oh no, I'm not going to be able to hear him.
Find the target, the pressure's on, up to the task. Beautifully done there by Collis. Kick inside 50. McLean couldn't. Sinclair did the roving, then got dragged off the football. Kelly dragged off the football. Ronk dragged off the football. Collingwood did well. Mulvogue outside of the boot. Gains about 25 metres. And the umpire will say throw it in.
Yeah, Sinclair just tackled as soon as he got it. But it was sort of 15 metres out from goal.
Jesus, I don't know how to work this now.
Enough to get it through.
Collingwood's intensity has definitely lifted in this second quarter.
So Amadi and Begg to go at it. Amadi shoves his way to the front and gets the kick inside 50. The umpire will pay the mark to Zach Malloy. Good mark running forward with it for a small man. They look up the line to see Ollie Henry as his target.
I might have to go back.
Targery now. His hand pass missed the target, and Rankin's there for the Swans, who's had plenty of the footy early. Goulden's there too. Wraps up the Collingwood player in a strong tackle, and will have a ball up on the far side of the ground.
Alright, you back?
7 plays 20. Collingwood working their way back into the game on the scoreboard. Begg got it to Marty. Rankin fed it back to Bell. He just tumbled it forward. McLean got rid of Schreiber, but the ball bounced sideways and rolled over the boundary line. Head towards time on in the second quarter.
A couple of big games coming up for these two sides in the last round. Box Hill for the Swans and Carlton at the G for Collingwood.
Cray takes it away for the Magpies up towards the wing. No mark able to be held there by Henry. That allowed the turnover. Gould to Shipley. Long ball back to where it started. And Neville Jetta. They're one of the VFL assistant coaches. He's been a fine footballer for a long time.
Alright, I should be back now. Can you hear me?
Back. Fire it long up towards the wing. Gould got rid of his man, but couldn't take the ball. Golden at the back. Will go back into defensive 50 for Cunningham.
Are you able to hear me now?
Kahan has the man running for him. Taylor steps around Tardrew, chips it right back out to the wing for Rankin. He goes to half forward, and Marty's got a meter. Forced to hold it up. You want to get it in there.
Oh, you're on mute. That doesn't help.
Just hold it up instead. Rankin.
There's 3 Collingwood players just sitting in front of Hayden McLean, who's the deep target for the Swans.
It probably won't be 15. Shipley tumbles it inside, and the mark is easily taken by Malloy.
Callum Sinclair on the bench. He was another tall target that the Swans were just missing in that play, and of course, Amadi, the other tall, was taking the kick. Now Laddams is going to go back onto the field. Have a boundary throw in just outside forward 50 for the Swans. Be Amadi and Begg. Begg won the hit out. Just went straight to ground though.
But yeah, we've done well to peg this back now.
Collingwood 5th on the VFL ladder coming into the
So yeah, Finlay's on 13. Poulter's now gotten a couple disposals. He's on 12. So yeah, so we'll just continue watching. As I'm sure,
He's smothered and it's back into the slog once again, but Collingwood get it out.
as I'm sure,
Who took on the tackler.
Tom will be back soon.
The umpire will play holding the ball.
Of course, a huge day for the footy club for Sydney, celebrating 40 years in Sydney.
Might need to
Draper it was that gave the free kick away. So
yeah, for a second.
50 went to a sea of Collingwood players, and it was Aiden Begg, the one that managed to hold on. Begg played the 3 AFL games, all of them coming this year. Gets a little rushed and has to give the hand pass to Jeddah. He does well, and the Collingwood now perhaps taking a similar approach to what we saw Sydney take earlier this quarter, going rather slowly, but now they pick things up through Schreiber, but perhaps they should have gone slow. His kick picked off by the...
Alright, I should be back now.
Pick is intercepted, and now there's a big opportunity for Collingwood. Yu Ashman just...
Alright, here we go.
Alright, is it still working?
The support arrives in Cordell.
Well, I tried to, but you were muted.
Yeah, I thought I told you that was coming.
I don't know if it's gonna work because the way I get the audio is from a capture software. But if I change the capture software over to the PC,
Still working. I'm trying it out now. There's three people in the chat.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure to like if you haven't already. Make sure to subscribe for future content. And yeah, we'll just sit here and watch the VFL, and we'll see if we can potentially, if we can find a way, maybe a little bit of the AFL. We'll see.
He can get it to him over the back. All it's got to do is sit up for Campbell Lane. He flicked it back in, but not soon enough. Well, the kick just went too far. Campbell Lane was camped there for a good 30 seconds. So a missed opportunity for Collingwood.
Glover's went back into the corridor. That was rather dangerous and put Blackmore more under pressure. Could have had the one.
Yeah, so we've definitely pegged it back. I think we've kicked the last 2 goals, haven't we? Oh, probably not, because I don't remember Sydney being 27. Oh, they haven't been 27 for I just won they were less not too long ago.
Nice kick out to halfback. Finds Morrison.
So Sydney now trying to take it.
Oh, and then for leading goals as well too. Glover's got 2 and Ashwin's got a goal. Which I really hope we pick up Ashwin. He's shown some really good signs.
So Shipley, he's got Sinclair, and there's a couple of Swans straight inside 50.
Who's that? Finlay.
Ashwin.
Oh yeah.
Shipley tackle and does well once again.
Is he forward or Midfielder.
They're playing him as like a sort of similar to Bo, where he's just there to just pressure and tackle. So
Yeah.
probably similar. I reckon if yeah, so I reckon if Bobby Hill somehow goes to another club, I reckon Ashwin's probably our next option.
Yeah. I'm not certain that Bobby Hill will come, so.
Oh yeah, people, yeah. So, but then again, I mean, if he, I don't know, if he's playing VFL and he's performing, he doesn't have big numbers, which will probably help us. So he definitely won't go inside the second round. Like he won't be, he'll be a third or fourth round pick, but personally, I'd like to pick him up, but at the same time, too, like, you know, we do have to pick up some key position players too. So probably need another key defender and key forward. At least one that can just help out, like Kruger of Kruger's VFL, because that's what I reckon they'll do next year. I reckon they'll keep Kruger in the VFL until he's fully ready. And then once he's ready, he'll just play AFL and he won't stop playing AFL. Because we've got too many players that are too ready to go. So players aren't 100%. Why should we be keeping them in the AFL? Why should we? Jesus Christ, English. Why should we be keeping them in the VFL? Especially if their form is like AFL level. So. And then it gives a player who's not 100%, it gives them the ability to get them 100%, like, you know?
Yep. That's the same with, who was the dude we're going to pick up in the draft, mid-season draft? Fowler, was it?
Sam Fowler plays in the VFL.
The small forward.
Yeah, I personally think he's one of those guys where he doesn't have enough tricks to be at AFL level for long, if that makes any sense. Like, what he does is great, don't get me wrong. Like, he's basically a Jared Blair. Like, but the thing is that with Jared Blair, he was obviously a lot more,
versatile and
yeah, so he's probably a Jared Blair type, but he's a poor man's Jared Blair, and a poor man's Jared Blair doesn't get you an AFL spot, if I've got to be brutally honest. Yeah, Rusco. How good is Rusco?
Oh, yeah. Oh, here's another question for you. The bloke we spoke about at Freo, I'm not going to mention it, for obvious reasons, but...
yeah, just mention George.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see Rusco as a potential trade bait for him? Because if Freo get Jackson right, they're probably going to get him.
Yeah.
Jackson and Rusco are good mates, I've heard. So you reckon we could encourage like Rusco to move WA in order to get
Trey's? I rate Trey too highly just to do that. For where he is now to where he's gonna be, it's not gonna be close. He's got so much more ahead of him. I'd rather keep him, to be honest.
Yep.
Like, yeah, I know I might be a fan of him and I might be like overplaying his value, but I'm telling you now, like, Trey is gonna be something. Like, and I'm gonna be I would absolutely kick myself if we trade him off to Freeman, especially as well if he doesn't want to go or like he's not showing the intent to want to leave. Like, yeah, he's got to stay. Like, because I'm telling you now, we have not seen the best of Rusco, and we're probably not going to see the best of Rusco for another 2 years. Just purely because we probably need Howe to retire for that to happen.
Yep.
And then once that happens, like, yeah, we're gonna go, like, we're gonna, I don't know if completely flip is the right term, because, you know, there are some people starting to become fans of him. But yeah, like, Trey is definitely worth keeping for sure. And I'd only trade him is if he has told the club, hey, I want to go back home, I'm homesick, whatever. But then, as we know, when they say they're homesick, like, you know, I feel like that's a code word of like, hey, I'm really upset with what's been happening at the club. Oh, Kelly. Come on, tackle. Yes, good. There you go, Trey again. Oh my god. Oh man, he's a. It's crazy because that's only like the beginnings of like what he can do. Like, he is such a good player. Like, you get Trey off half back. You basically get a third tool, and then also you get a dude with his kicking ability. Like, I'm telling you now, if we get rid of Trey, I'm gonna be absolutely pissed.
Yep.
Like, there's so many of them too. Like, that, like, I just really, because I still haven't gotten a number on my jumper yet, which is, yeah. Because I was gonna do Bo for the longest time, but there's so many that I'm just like, I back in so much, but like, you know, because yeah, a lot of people don't want to hop on Trey's bandwagon. A lot of people don't want to hop on Bo's bandwagon. Even though Bo's had a few people jump on the last few weeks, I've noticed.
Bo's for pressure acts. Like, he doesn't get much to the ball, but he applies pressure, and it causes turnovers, which our forwards take advantage of.
Yeah. Well, also as well too, and I know because it's, even though I don't talk to the guy anymore because he just doesn't listen to reason. He'd probably love me saying this because he reckon he'd probably get a bit of a kick out of this. I'd actually love to see Bo in the twos next year, just at least for the first half, because I reckon he needs to and whether if it is next year or the year after, there needs to be a time when Bo actually starts to collect the ball. Because that's what a lot of people don't understand, is that right now what he's doing is his intent. Like, he's not like trying to get disposals, but at the same time, you know, there is going to be a day where he is going to turn that around and he is going to get disposals. Personally, I would like Bo to play in the VFL just so that he can get the confidence of getting those disposals. So I think it's very clear we need an inside mid, but we don't really. I mean, outside of DeGoey and Adams, you know, we really don't have a ball winning clearance mid. Especially with Pendlebury, like, being what, 34 now, 34 I think he is. Like, he's only got like 2 years left. And even then, he's not going to be that player that we want him to be to like win the clearances and stuff. So, we need guys like Draper to step up. We need guys like Harvey Harrison to step up. Bo to step up. In fact, speaking of those, are they even playing? I feel like Harrison wasn't playing. Give me a second.
In regards to Big Roo, Pasky Roy Fay, do we add him to the list when he's ready, or because he looks like he's about to play? But at the moment, he's on like a scholarship or something with the club. He's not actually on the list.
So with Rue, I mean, even though I saw highlights of him, and I'm very happy with the highlights, like, don't get me wrong, I think he's about another year away, though. You might maybe see him play some VFL games in the back half. So it could be, I wonder if we could get him through, like, the mid-season draft, maybe. Would that be a potential? Yeah, so maybe Rue, like, so potentially we could get Rue at halftime. Maybe through, like, the mid-season draft. So maybe that's something that we can definitely look into.
Because he's put on a bit of size since we last drafted him. I think he's about 202.
Oh, but he's always been that size. Like, yeah, he's actually been that size for about 12 months. Like, he was already, when he came to us as an 18-year-old, he was already big. Oh yeah, he came to us as an 18-year-old, and he has gotten bigger since, which is extraordinary to me. Like,
he could be the next Nick Nui with how he plays.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far because the difference with Nick Nui, he had a lot of natural talent. This guy, he seems like he's definitely got something. I would probably say he could potentially be if Nick Nui is more in the Mason Cox direction. Like, that's where I'm heading. Like, I'm expecting Big Roo to be more like, I'm expecting the development of, like, a Mason Cox rather than like a Nick Nui, because that would be such an unfair comparison. Just purely because Nick Nat had a lot more. I mean, Nick Nat, like, grew up, like, in the TAC and all that stuff. Like, he had a natural path development, if that makes any sense. Where Big Roo, I guess he's 18, obviously, so he's going to have something, but it's not. He's having, like, the. I don't know how you explain it, but if Nick Nui has the natural path to get into the AFL, this is the path that isn't natural, if that makes any sense. So there's going to be, and then obviously the player, like, it's not going to be just a natural fit, so it's going to take longer. It's going to take a bit of time. It's going to take a bit of faith as well too. Like, but at the same time, you look at him and you see some of the if those haven't checked out Swoop's video or he's on his story on Instagram, I highly recommend it for those who want to go watch it.
It was on charges as well.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, his follow-up work was really good. Like, there was a lot of things that he was doing that's very promising. But at the same time, we've also got to keep our expectations in check as well too, because we're not. If we go, we're going to get a Nick Nui, that's not the play that we're going to get. Like, we're going to get probably someone similar to a Mason Cox in terms of, like, path and development and all that stuff. So scores, Sydney were up. I'll just get you the scores now. Yeah, Sydney 33 to Collingwood 21. 5-3, 33 to 3-3, 21. Collingwood do have a few out as well too, so which is a little bit sort of disappointing, but at the end of the day, what can you do? I will go through the disposals though. Like, we've got Rusker on 15, McRae 13, Poulter 13. Poulter had a really good second quarter there, actually. Huswaite 11, Campbell Lane 9, Will Kelly 8, Magin 8, Murley 8, Tardrew 8, and the rest are 7 or less. In Glover, Malloy was 7, Chug was 6. Is it Schreiber? with 6. Oh, there you go. No, Draper is playing. Draper's got 5 disposals. Jetta with the 5 disposals. He's been pretty quiet. McMahon, 5 disposals, but I mean that's kind of expected, given he's basically fullback. Ashwin with 4 disposals and a goal has shown a lot of promise. Begg back to the 4 disposals. Begg's actually gone back to his form at the start of the year, actually, where he would be he'd get you like under 10 disposals, but he'd get you about like 15-20 hitouts. So he's got 4 disposals with 9 hitouts at the moment. So it's not necessarily the worst thing in the world, given that it is technically his first full year. But yeah, he'll only get better once he gets stronger, and yeah, it's only a matter of time before yeah, it's only a matter of time before he gets into the senior squad and he doesn't go out. But yeah, Begg's going to be an absolute gun. And then you got Mick Roberts, Henry on 4 disposals. Yeah, geez, Henry's been quiet too. He's had the 3 marks though. That's something you can hang your hat on.
Yeah, like when we first got Mason Cox, I thought, oh yeah, this guy, he's a big, still dominate for us.
I mean, I knew he was tall, but I was hoping he was gonna do well, and then because he was going to be a forward, I thought, okay, cool, this is going to be interesting. And then I saw him at the VFL, and I'm like, geez, this guy just doesn't. Because I don't know if you remember his VFL form before he played his first game.
Yeah.
He could not miss. Like before that debut when he played in the VFL, he couldn't miss. Like he was playing his 3rd or 4th VFL game, and he was slotting set shots from the boundary. Like he just could not miss. Like I don't know if people like remember back that far, or people were watching the VFL at that time. But yeah, that was a time when like Cox was like a beast when it came to being a forward. Like,
yeah,
like he just could not miss. Like, and it's like guys like yeah, just like having shots on the boundary and not even like snapping them, just drop punting them through. Like, he was a beast. Like, and then obviously like he, got a bit more development into him, and I think once he came in, oh, so the rumor is true. Okay, apparently DeGoey's out with a calf.
Yeah, saying that.
Let's see. Does the... So it'd be Bianco with Cal Brown as sub, I'd imagine.
Yeah. We only got Adams, DeGoey, Grundy, and Sydney at full strength, so it's gonna be hard.
Yeah. Yeah, people are starting to lose it on Twitter too. Yeah, it's gonna be. They'll definitely update on the app soon. In fact, I'll go check Twitter actually. Oh, really, Mitch? You really think one of them's going to be sub if they sit at the VFL game? What a genius you are. Like, I kind of, like, it kind of annoys me when just reporters just report just, like, common sense. But then they report it as, like, breaking news or, like, the news, that sort of just, how do you put it, like, you know, it's like, you know, the best part of the news, whatever, when it's just like common sense or basic knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, even like with this game and stuff, like we definitely haven't played bad. Um, you know, we can definitely get back into it, but yeah, a few people need a lift though for sure. Like Ollie definitely needs to lift.
Yeah, Ollie, man, needs to get more involved.
Yeah. Yeah, alright, because that's the thing. Ollie will have 3 quiet quarters, but then in the fourth quarter he'll have like 12 disposals. So I'm kind of not too worried about him, but at the same time he does need to lift. Probably even Jeddah, I think too. Jeddah needs to lift a bit because even though he's been like amazing this year, but you know, he's only got 5 at half time. He normally has a bit more than that. But nah, definitely Trey's leading it all with the 15 disposals. Like he's been a gun. And I hope we don't get rid of Trey. Because that's the thing, like Trey's like just so versatile though. Like you can have him in the defense, but even could even play as an inside mid. You know what I've actually just thought about?
What's that?
What if Trey becomes an inside mid?
Well, he's got the height,
and you know he's got the toughness.
Yeah, because Buckley used to play him as a forward, but
yeah,
he wasn't. Nah, he was drafted as a defender.
Yeah, he was drafted as a defender, so like have him like, you know, be at half back, but like, you know, have him rotate with like Maynard in the middle or something.
Yep.
That's what I'd do.
Like Chris or Maynard or Rothko could do like a rotate sort of thing.
Yeah. No, not really. But yeah, we'll turn it around. It's always half time when you know that if a team's gonna respond or not though. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, so we know that if they're gonna come out firing, we know that they're gonna be pretty good. Yeah, Harvey Harrison was out this week, so I wonder why. Oh yeah, didn't he come off last week for something?
Harvey Harrison.
Yeah.
Um.
Didn't he come? I could have sworn he came off for like.
See it, but
I don't think. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because he came off. He was just walking though. Like, I know I know he's done his hamstring this year. But I remember him walking off because he just told us the trainer straight away that something's happened, and he just walked off. But he wasn't. He was just casually walking off. But maybe it was just one of those things. Maybe he had done his hamstring again. Kev, I know you're in the chat at the moment, so if you want to give us some light on that, that'd be greatly appreciated. But yeah, I think it didn't look like much, but then again with hamstrings, maybe because he's just done it so many times, he's just used to getting hamstrings. But yeah. Alright, so we're about to get the second half underway. Not far away from that at all. But yeah, it looks like, I mean, it hasn't officially been confirmed yet. That's the only thing we can hold our hats on at the moment. Yeah, it's the only thing we can hold our hats on at the moment. But yeah, let's just hope that that's not the case and Geordie's ready to go.
For a strong second half here ahead of what's a blockbuster AFL game here at the SCG. I'm Justin Edwards, and it's Brendan Rhodes alongside me. Brendan, a good quality first half.
Yeah, interesting game. The Swans were probably controlled most of it, but Collingwood just stuck out.
Alright, we're just about to get underway. Umpire's got the ball. Who we got? We got Begg in the ruck. We got, is that Huswaite in the middle? Draper's starting in the middle, actually. There we go.
I wonder why Colin isn't playing. He must be injured.
Apparently the rumour is he's got glandular fever at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And that's take ages to recover as well.
Yeah, well that's the rumour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and Finn's on the other. Finn is the other rover as well too. There we go. Jesus, that was just way too easy in the forward line there. Oh.
Still the opportunity presents for the Swans. Wicks couldn't quite hold on.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Now looking for Madgen, who takes a
good
mark on the wing. He'll play on quickly. Gets the hand pass to Hustwaite.
Yes, good. Oh.
Appear to be a good one though. Harry Cunningham picks it up for the Swans.
Jesus. How many AFL players you reckon are playing for Sydney at the moment? I'm seeing a few.
Just got a little space on his opponent.
Well, they've got no injury, so.
Over the top, running out.
Oh, there you go.
He's got Morrison in the pocket. He goes
Adams,
in that direction. Might have just a touch too much on him.
Cunningham.
And in fact, the ball's out on a full.
Warner, Amazi.
Free kick.
What about Kennedy? Kennedy did his hamstring, so he'd be out.
He retired, didn't he?
He's going to retire at the end of the year, but but if he can get back from his hamstring, he'll still play.
So it's brought back into play by McMahon. Long ball up towards the wing. O'Connor got a fist down. Madgen and Gould.
So is Mundy. Mundy's retiring at the end of the year, so.
It came back to Madgen, however. He hacked it around the boundary line and has been pinged for insufficient intent.
There you go, deliberate.
Free kick will go to the Swans.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so we reckon that Grundy supposed to be like Melbourne's meeting.
Goes with the switch all the way across half back to Hall Kahan. 5 earlier on this year, the mid-season.
It doesn't guarantee that he's just going to leave. It just shows you that if he were to leave, Melbourne's is probably the favourite if he leaves.
Yep.
But I still think he stays. Well, that's the thing. He's gonna look at it and go, "Well, why should I take a pay cut?" And Melbourne will then look at it and go, "Well, you know, he wants to leave. He wants to come to us." It might get I'm not gonna lie. It might get a little messy because we might just do the whole. Well, we will now hold you to your contract.
Not going to allow Collingwood to take the advantage. So it'll be going back to Henry for holding the man. Just held on a little too long.
But then again, like I mean, as you said, as you've been saying a few days ago, or for the last few days, like we could just as well back end the contracts of like Taranto and all that. Pay them cheaper now to pay them back later. That could at least help us when it comes to getting and then keeping Brady Grundy at the same time, like. Because we know once, Penderbury retires, Sider retires, Howe retires, Cox retires. Well, probably not as much Cox, because I don't think Cox will be on much money now. But, that's surely, like, even with Roughhead retiring this year, like, that's surely got to be, like, 2-3 mil on the cap, like, taken off.
I seen someone say that if we trade him, we've left with Darcy Cameron. Cox is, it was on Swift's Instagram page actually, I'll read it out to you.
Yeah.
Go over the boundary line for throwing inside forward 50 for the Swans.
And of course, Lachlan McAndrew wearing the pink number 2 for Sydney.
Yeah.
As he works his way back from injury as well. It's good that they have the recovering players involved at Sydney. Of course, Collingwood with the freshly retired Jordan Roughhead doing the work. Here is Taylor, hooks it back on the left boot with a great piece of teamwork. And a Smithy snag for Louis Taylor in the Swans for the first of the third quarter.
He's got that class, doesn't he, Lewis?
You know,
it's the kind of class that saw him win
Cox
the
is
Rising Star Award
2 hit and miss and all that.
years ago.
Beck's not ready.
He's got that left foot kick beautifully.
So we're stuffed if we trade Grundy because haven't got much depth.
Well, that's the thing. If we trade Grundy, we'll definitely get a ruckman in the trade period. Like, that's a fact.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
I mean, you know how much I rate Sam Hayes right now. Like, even though apparently Lloyd Meek and Billy Frampton have been apparently contacted through rumours.
Yeah, I've seen that. Billy Frampton,
yeah, Billy Frampton and Lloyd Meek have been contacted. So,
have you seen highlights, Billy Frampton?
What's that? Sorry.
Have you seen his highlights?
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of it. I don't really sort of like. As I said, I'd rather Sam Hayes. Like, he's 23, I believe. Yeah.
He's just about ready to go as well.
Yeah, like he needs probably a bit of confidence, but by the time he is ready to go, even if you have, well, that's the thing. I mean, we'll still have Cox next year, so Cox and Cameron obviously starts, and then you look at around the bye sort of period. If he's unless if his form's like dictating otherwise, you know, and you play him sooner. I reckon you definitely, because that's the other thing is also I reckon he'll get a big kick out of being at Collingwood, Sam Hayes, because he's actually a Collingwood supporter, and you know, if you actually watch his when he gets interviewed in 2017, I believe it was his draft year. In that draft year, they interview all the top like draft picks and stuff. Like 80% of the conversation, he's talking about Collingwood. Like, so you know that if that's coming up, like, you know he's got like the passion to be joining Collingwood. Like, so it won't take much. And I know people will say, oh, but you know, he's only played so many games, and you know, he's probably not that good. I mean, people, and I know it's not, you know, a complete comparison, but I mean, people said that towards Lipinski, people said that towards whoever. Like, as long as you see something, then that's enough. Because sometimes players just need games under their belts. Like, sometimes you just need to go, hey, you're now in the club, we're going to back you in. Whatever you do best, just do it. And the thing that Sam Hayes does extremely well is that his tap work is amazing. Like, if you want, like, oh, there we go, deliberate air ball.
And it'll be a Collingwood free kick on the far side.
Of course, also spent time at Sydney University before being picked up as a...
Who's this has got the ball?
New South Wales Academy players.
Oh, here we go. All right, it's in the forward line. Pressure.
Cunningham on the ground there for the Swans. We'll have another ball. Quite a few stoppages so far in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think he was saying that Cameron would be a fan about Cox is hit and miss. They're not ready, so they obviously will have to play rock. And that defense will go shambles. That's if we trade Grundy. As you said, we'll probably target a backup ruckman.
Yeah.
Make up for Grundy.
Yeah, it won't be Sam Hayes, but I mean, if we did, I'd be so fucking happy.
Yeah. I've seen him play too.
Yeah. Like, it just feels like such a good fit, and especially with Grundy being out, like, it just feels like it's like too good to ignore, if that makes any sense. Like, he does have another year left to go in his contract, so maybe he could be the Cox replacement for next year, where, you know, Meek or Frampton or whoever it is the Brody Grundy replacement. But yeah, it just seems like it's just such a no-brainer though. So I wonder if it's just so obvious that they're just gonna miss it. But in saying that, I still fully trust that Wright's gonna make the right choice. Like, good Draper. Oh.
With the switch to find Kelly, who's got Poulter even further far side of the Sydney Cricket Ground.
How much does Will Kelly just look like a right-footed version of Ben Reid?
Yes, he does. Like same number, same.
Yeah. No, I said that like straight away. Like the second he got 20, I can't not think of Ben Reid now.
Yeah, so I'll say it too.
Yeah.
And that thwarts the Collingwood thrust forward. Isaac Chugg caught in a
and Lipinski looks like Carmichael. That looks so much alike. It's not funny.
Oh really? I've never even thought about that.
Yeah, I always get confused. Like you say, oh, he's Carmichael. Oh, no, it's Lipinski. I definitely say it.
Okay.
And Murphy and Moore, I get them confused as well. Same hair.
Yeah, true. Nah, but Moore's taller. I get the Carmichael and Lipinski, so because they're like the same height, but Moore, you know Moore because he'd be taller. And you like know Murphy because he's like shorter than Moore.
Oh, they are too. Yeah, Carmichael was 190, so is Lipinski. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even like Maynard, he doesn't look that tall, but he's 189.
Yeah.
He looks shorter for some reason.
Yeah.
Because I'm 186 or 7.
This player isn't too far out. Will Gould.
And people say, "Oh, you're so tall." I'm like, I'm only 187.
Yeah. I'm 191, and I get that all the time.
Yeah. I know a dude that's like 201.
Mm.
And when you talk to him, he monsters over you. You have to like up to talk to him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't talk to him much, but I used to know Oscar fairly well from Brisbane. Oscar McInerney. Used to play at the same cricket club as him. Like I've now like moved on from that club and been gone for about, I don't know. Oh, I went the year of COVID because I wanted to play with mates, and yeah, we'll just leave that story as it is.
In the pocket, and that's 50-metre penalty. Callum Sinclair's just run off the mark too early. So a 50-metre penalty for the Swans moments ago, and now one for the Pies. So that gets them.
Well, here we go. We're getting a 50 our way now.
With ease.
Come on, Draper. Let's go.
Goes for the switch. He's got two players out there. One of them is Poulter. The other one's Schreiber. Poulter gave it to Schreiber.
Good Schreiber.
Inside 50.
Schreiber's another one that we might actually look at, because I've seen like he's been really strong in the contest.
He looks to go quickly.
Like I know he's probably like a development player, but like I wonder how old he is, because if he's like 20 years old, I'd actually be looking at him, to be honest. Maybe like a rookie listed or someone like that. In fact, can we get his
Collingwood just to stay in the game, but that's all they seem to be really doing at the moment is staying in the game. But they're close enough if they're good enough, and we know they're good enough. Having won 11.
He averages 11 disposals.
Cardrew's kick off the outside of the boot will be chopped off by Cunningham.
Caden Schreiber. 52. He's about, contesting the mark just there. Oh, come on, get stuffed.
And Hayden McLean will take the free kick. Half time in both the games in Melbourne. We'll bring those scores to to you shortly as McLean drives it inside 50. Sinclair, Rusco got a fist out. Collingwood with the numbers. Kelly handballs to the line. It's going to be hard not to pay that, and he doesn't pay it.
Oh, very, very lucky there, Will Kelly.
Extremely lucky. Umpire Sam Nipris giving him the benefit of the doubt there.
Did just hand pass it straight over the boundary line, not wanting to concede the rush behind, but he would have been better to do so because you're allowed to concede it behind under pressure. The umpire's picked out a free kick here. The umpire off the ball.
And it's going to Sydney, so that might be the square up. Cal Sinclair in the ruck.
No. I think we're going to have a throw in again. I think the umpires have confused themselves with a little something.
What's the discussion going on here? Okay, so well, you're right on the ball.
We're going to throw it back in again.
Wonder what that was all about.
We'll call it a 0-0 draw. And we go back in again. So Sinclair and Roberts in the ruck. Roberts gets the tap down. Hartley's there. And now Collingwood have got a little bit of space in front of Rusco. He can run. Elects not to take a bounce with Warner closing. So he kicks forward and finds Henry. So he plays on and then sells himself into a little bit of trouble with Shipley there providing the pressure. Now Rusco gets it.
Oh, good Rusco. Come on, good kick. Yes. Oh, he's got someone. Oh, he had to mark it.
Spoiled did Poulter. Ashman gets a hand pass up. Blackmore Moore is there. So too Tardru wanted a free kick. We're going to have a ball up inside 50. Collingwood unable to make the most of that running play out of defensive 50 from Trey Rusco.
Trey's up to 20 disposals.
Of it now, the Magpies after the ball up.
Fucking on fire.
Playing a good game down back. Gould brought down. That's a great tackle from Tardru. Not easy to do.
You know what I get is that the Sydney Cricket Ground, right? They have the away gear squad on the half, on the wing of the ground, not behind the goals.
Into the middle of the
Yeah.
ground. Bad bounce for Sinclair. Straight through.
Yeah, apparently Jake Knight from the Age is practically confirming that DeGo is out.
O'Connor wins it. Nice
Yeah.
twist. Cunningham provides the option, throws it on the outside of the boot, over the shoulder. Taylor couldn't quite hang on to the mark. Draper gets rid of his man in Collis. Can't get rid of Anderson. And the fresh legs lays another strong tackle. And the umpire doesn't reward it this time. It's going to be a ball up.
Collingwood having no trouble getting inside forward 50. But once there, can't quite find that mark. Madgen and Henry not having the impact they would have liked as tall forwards.
That strong Swans back line getting the job done down back. But here's a chance for McRae. Got to into the pocket. Ashwin hooks it back. Wonderful kick by you, Ashwin.
Oh, gee.
He's as little as 5 to go. He's 5 mid. Goes forward, kick goals.
Henry and Madgen not having quite the impact they
Like he does, like to go he does.
Yeah.
Having plenty of impact. 2 goals thus far today and lining up for number 3.
How good was that from the 18-year-old young man from the Oakley Chargers, you Ashwin?
Yes.
Through nicely by Glover.
Is that Glover? Yep. Glover's got 3.
And says 5 points of those are yours, son. You Ashwin sets up the goal, and Collingwood a much important, a much needed.
Yeah, we're definitely picking him up in the draft, that's for sure.
It is Glover and Ashman that have kicked all 4 of Collingwood's goals between them. Glover with 3.
In fact, I'll send a quick tweet out, actually.
Trey Rusco's leading the disposal getters for Collingwood with 20. Finn McRae, their next best, with 16. For the Swans, it's Lewis Taylor with 22 and a goal. Peter Laddams, 21. Cunningham, 19. And Bell with 18.
1 in each quarter for Sam Glover. Half-time, as I said, in Melbourne, and both games could be headed for turn-ups. Carlton 4-2-26, leading Casey Demons 3-7-25. And Essendon 4-9-33 over Werribee 4-2-26, a scoreless second quarter for Werribee.
I wouldn't count on anybody beating Casey at any point this season, despite Carlton's narrow lead. The Marty in the ruck got the hit out, but favoured Hustwaite from Collingwood, and then Amati pushed Hustwaite in the back. So he'll win the clearance for Collingwood. Chips short in the direction of McRae, who perhaps might have played on, but the umpire allowed him to go back over his mark.
Yeah, everyone's saying the go is laid out, but I can't find anything like any reliable source to say it.
Takes a strong mark in the pocket.
Yeah, like,
so Collingwood just lifting
like a
here
journalist or anything.
couple of minutes.
Mitch Cleary and Jake Nola both said it.
But we know he can do it.
Yeah.
What I like about defenders when they go forward is they just keep their goal kicking routine very simple.
Oh, here we go. Kev's about to join the party.
Don't need to overcomplicate things.
Yeah.
Jack Madgen, who kicked 5 goals last week. No goals as of yet. From a tight angle in the pocket, he goes the drop punt. It looks pretty good. It's in the
Oh, we'll need to make a Discord group too as well. Because if we do a Discord group, I can do have both. I can have my PC on both screens. So we're gonna have to make a Discord group, I reckon.
Oh, it's ridiculous, man. Everyone's that.
Okay, put yourself on mute.
So Caleb Poulter will take this one.
You should have heard it before 1:13 in the morning.
So a chance for Collingwood to bring the margin under a goal.
Yeah, don't need that.
For Finn McRae, the brother of Jack.
Oh, here we go, Finn.
It looks pretty good.
Yo.
The same post that Jack Madgen just hit.
Commentator's curse got him in the end.
Of the quarter with Sinclair hitting the post up the other end.
What's the score?
6-4-40 to Collingwood 5. 5-6 no, 5 straight 30. No, it can't be 5 straight. 4 before 6:30.
Finds Taylor. He goes short again for Wicks. He's got McLean up the line, and that's where he goes. So the Swans take the ball to halfway with relative ease.
There's only 2 goals in it, to be honest. Like, it's not that much in it.
Behind the ball. So McLean's forced to go long up the line to Sinclair. Amati flew from the side. Schreiber couldn't quite hold on. McMahon was clean where Schreiber wasn't. And now they're out, Collingwood. Kelly, his hand pass finds Hartley, who missed it. Roberts couldn't hold on either, and it's over the boundary line for a throw-in.
Yeah, that would have been huge too, because that would have put us within a goal.
The umpires today: 7 Sam Nippers, 10 Chris Brackenrig, 40 Dean Garraway. Boundary Sam Button, Harry and Scott Hansford, Morgan Lee and Taylor Mattioli in the goals. There's Amadi in the front spot, Begg at the back, probably got the tap, knocked away from Tardrew.
Kev, if you're watching the live stream, let us know when you're ready, and I can unmute you.
Is Taylor, and he got brought down.
So 10 points of difference here. It's the Swans 6-4. Collingwood with the inverse 4-6, trailing by 10 points. Amadi won the hit out, got it down to Roberts. Sheldrick now in pursuit, manages to get it and got a hand pass away to Shipley. Did really well there, Angus Sheldrick. McLean's caught 2 on run, but the ball falls to Collis, who snaps towards goal. Murley does well.
Yeah, good Murley.
Knew he could rush that, being under pressure. So Swans 6-5.
Yeah, just let me know when you're ready, and I can unmute you so you can be on the stream.
Swans have only kicked 2 goals since quarter time. McMahon's kick has gone out of bounds on the full. Collingwood have added 3-4 in that same time, so scoring
All right.
really hard to come by. Sheldrick with the free kick. Goes inside 50.
Alright, you're unmuted now.
At the back, just waiting there, is Matty Roberts. They were worried about the big men, the Collingwood defence, and Roberts was just standing there minding his own business.
You're good?
And he has a chance to try and fix a little bit of that poor goal kicking record.
And they did his first year. Matt Roberts managed to get a senior ball against Richmond here earlier in the year. But now back at VFL level.
3 goals, 10 in his 15 games at VFL level for Matt Roberts. As he comes in and...
He's missed, I think, yep.
That's why the Swans don't have a good accuracy reading. That was a terrible kick. And they're keeping Collingwood in it with that poor disposal.
And Neville Jetta with it for the Pies. Asked to play on by the umpire, and there's no one on the mark, so he's not under any immediate pressure. Looks up the line.
Oh, Jesus.
Begg, but Amati was just too strong in the contest. Knocks Begg out of the way, perfectly legally, of course. Took a strong contested line.
Now.
Looking for McLean, who would never get a run at it.
Yeah, just if conversations like that are happening, just make sure to mute yourself, okay?
Yeah, that's all lifted up my mind.
Yeah.
In fact, he's not. The umpire will say that all up.
He dropped his knees on one, Malloy. Tightened interpretation.
Alright.
So,
See if I can win this.
for the Swans.
Yep, come on, Beg, let's go.
Hardy and Begg give it to Begg. Stepping back around onto the left boot is Taylor. Kicks inside.
Come on.
Chance for Morrison. Clever tap on from McLean. Clever tap back from Ronk. Surely Warner gets the goal.
Oh, come on.
Great football by Sydney. Team play on the goal line.
Who's their best player, you reckon? Who's their best player at the moment? Roscoe or Glover?
Looks like Roscoe for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Glover's keep the goals, but you know Glover's just done his role where Trey's like done more than what his roles required. Like he's got 20 disposals as someone that's playing off halfback. Like, you know, that's pretty darn good effort considering it's not even 3/4 time yet.
A bit of a crowd building. There's probably, well, my crowd estimations aren't great. I would say there's about 5,000 perhaps here already ahead of the AFL game later on.
Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in to the stream too. If you do like the content, make sure to like and subscribe for future content coming in. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and get stuck into the VFL and we'll see how we go. We might see if we can get away with the AFL too, but we'll just see.
Yeah. Definitely got the AFL sorted out.
Yep.
Mate, all kicking side 50. Oh no.
Three of them there, Rankin, Gould and Gould.
Come on.
Managed to put their heads together and get the ball across the line.
I never heard this Ashworth do until now.
Oh really? Oh, he's been
a few VFL games.
Yeah, he's played about. I reckon this is if it's on his third, it's his fourth. Yeah, he's a next gen academy player, so we'll be able to bid for him if we want to. But with the
Can we get him third mid-season draft as well, or can we get him third draft?
We'll probably get him through the draft. I mean, he looks promising as it is. So as long as he falls under, was it pick 40, then we can definitely pick him up because we'll be able to bid for him. Yeah, he looks like he's going to be like a late third at best. Because he's done a fair bit of work. I don't think clubs will probably think he's probably second round material. So, pick 40's basically what the fourth pick in the third round. So, if he goes around like a mid third,
so we have guaranteed we'll get him.
No, we haven't.
Pick him up.
No, we haven't guaranteed it. But because he's a next gen academy player, you can bid on players past pick 40. But if it's before pick 40, you got to pick him up like in a normal like draft. So if someone's going to pick him up at say, so someone picks him up with say pick 25, we've got to have that pick to pick him up at pick 25. If that makes any sense. So there's no like bidding for players that aren't tied to your club. You know, and you pick him up and like, you know, with pick say 12 when they're actually like a top 5 pick sort of thing. Because that's what the AFL didn't want to happen. Which I reckon pick 40 is just way too low. I'd even say because I reckon you could do just as much damage just saying that alright, if a player's gonna go in the first round you can't pick him up. Or like yeah, you can't pick him up through a bid. Even if it's like halfway through the second round, but like yeah, I just think pick 40 is just way too low for that.
100%.
Cunningham to Shipley. Might run short on them. They hang on to it for too long here. Won't be a long quarter. The first two only went about 28, 29 minutes, and that's what we're up to now.
Hello there, whoever's watching. If you are new, don't forget to follow me on Twitch. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. As Magpies. At the moment, I've got a stream set up at 3 o'clock for the Sydney Collingwood game. I've got the VFL in the background as well.
Are you streaming right now?
Get a double. Yeah, I'm streaming on Twitch now. I'm running until before the game starts.
I'll just get your chat up, that's all.
Now perhaps a chance for the Pies with Ollie
Oh, good.
a little bit of space forward 50. The kick was not to his favour at all, though. It very much favoured the defender in Will Gould, who did what he needed to do, took the intercept mark, and now perhaps a chance for Sydney. Goulden could have gone to Shipley with the quick hand pass for the quick counter attack. Elects to take a more composed approach. Now finds Hall Kahan in the centre of the ground, who goes backwards to Lewis Taylor. He's got options on this wing. Lachlan Rankin is one of them. The kick just missed him.
What's up?
I think the doggies win, to be honest. I think they'll win.
Next goal, pretty important. There's one before three-quarter time. It could...
Oh, by the way, too,
tighten it up heading into the last quarter.
Yep.
they've labelled... Oh, what was that labelled again?
With Roberts, Tom.
I'll just go back into it. Hang on.
Stepping through traffic, that was nicely done.
So they've had 3 videos, 4009.
Yep.
They've had the arrogant Saints called out for refusing help from Max Skin. How the Blues lost the unlosable game.
Yep.
Gave it to Chug. Who will send it down the wing. Hall Kahan, well done. Work Glover under the ball nicely.
So,
Goes backwards.
which I think they are, to be honest. Like, I know if I were Collingwood, I'd go outside the square and I'll ask for Matthew Lloyd for kicking advice.
Oh yeah, it wasn't. I don't know. He's like the stat of how accurate he was, but like, wasn't he one of the most accurate kicks of all time or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third quarter, the Swans. The Magpies booted 1 goal for
17 points down, 34 time or something.
Yeah. And if you think about it too, he was probably the. I mean, I don't know if someone did it before him, but he was probably the first one to have a running style towards goal for set shot that was, you know, different than everybody else. So I feel like he would have an advantage in that sense to teach other people, because he could then say, oh, this is what you can do, this is what you can't do, sort of thing. Or like, no, that's too crazy, this isn't crazy enough, or like things like that. So no, he's definitely very cool. He'd be really good at because I know okay, looks like it's official. I think De Goey is out now. I'll just I'll just quickly check the AFL.
I did write down cod injury as well.
Yeah. Make sure to turn your mic down too, Kev. You're a bit loud.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Is that better?
A little bit. Can you do it a bit more though?
What about now?
Yeah, that's a lot. If you want to turn down a tad more, that'd be better too. But yeah, you're still pretty good there.
No, I think otherwise you won't be able to hear me.
Oh, okay.
I know Carlton fans will be fist pumping the walls right now because Richmond are up by 25 points.
Yep. Okay, they haven't changed on the AFL app yet. But yeah, it looks like it's...
I think they do an hour before the game.
Oh, okay. What's the time? Oh yeah, but it's still like another 2 hours. Yeah.
I think Brown will be subbed and then Bianco will be in.
Do you think... But that's the thing, from a structural point of view...
To be honest.
Yeah. See, we're playing
Reed, they got like Logan McDonald.
Well, they don't... Yeah, they've only got... Well, yeah, they've got Logan, they've got Franklin and Reed.
Yeah.
I mean, they might go with the 3 talls, but even then... actually, how tall's Logan?
Well.
Logan's only 196, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then...
But see, go to Franklin more than they do Logan McDonald. When Franklin's not there, they play a lot better. I've noticed that.
Logan McDonald in a couple of years, we'll have a crackling.
Well, he signed a multi-year deal, I know, with Sydney this year. If it wasn't this year, it was last year.
2 years, though.
No, he signed like a 5-year deal, I think, or like one of those big deals.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I'll have a look. Right. Emerging key for Logan McDonald's is inked a 2-year contract extension. Huh. I could have sworn he signed like a 5-year deal. Here we go. Swan Star Wild 10-year offer. A Swans young gun has re-signed after talks of a massive 10-year. Right. Oh, okay. Apparently a team was gonna like go after him extremely heavily. It's probably us, to be honest. It's probably us. Because I know we were like, I don't know if you know, or if any of you guys remember, but we actually tried to trade for him in the draft. But because we didn't have any draft capital, we couldn't get him.
Someone's gone after that Grundy being traded. I cannot see the sense in us paying another club, especially Noble along 1.5 million out of the 5 years for Grundy to play for him.
Because we're not going to. That's why.
18 clearances from the stoppages. I know we've been winning, but some of it has been pretty ugly and very stressful. Offloading the man makes no sense unless he has a long-term injury that nobody else knows about. 600k of salary cap space does not get me stay Toronto, Bobby Hill. I can't see how the math works.
You said that?
Someone in the group chat, in the Collingwood chat.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's not that that contract is just gonna pay every person. Because we'll obviously have some money in the cap. It's just that we obviously need an extra, 600 to 800k to.
Stay a 5-year contract.
Back at the SC
Yeah.
for 4th.
Because that's the thing too. If we didn't have the cap space, we wouldn't be after Toronto.
Building here nicely ahead of the.
We must have a bit of spare money.
Well, I mean, 2/3 of our group are kids.
He's no longer playing too.
Yeah, like 2/3, because 2/3 of our group are kids, so they're all on kid contracts, and then you've got
Beams is on 500 a year, so that's gone too. Beams' salary comes out end of the year.
Yeah.
102 marks to 53. They've been forced to chip it around a fair bit. The Magpies haven't been.
And then Sidebottom will take a pay cut probably.
To stop Sydney scoring, and they're going to break out of the middle here too through Huswaite, Collingwood. To half forward it goes, front and centre.
But that's the thing though, like surely we could like work out a deal, even with like Sidebottom, even if it's like, so let's just say if Sidebottom wants say like 800k, let's just go, okay, well let's even if you do a 2-year deal or 3-year deal, he's and even to say, hey, we will pay you such and such, but you gotta, be in the VFL for a year or two, like, so you can develop the kids. Or better yet, you can have him as a development coach. Have him similar to Neville Jetta.
He's in Roughhead. They probably will sign him up as a coach in some department.
And it's come from Finn McRae.
Yes.
Work on the left foot from Finn McRae, and that's
come on, Finn, mate.
where it's a little bit
Yeah, Finn's turning it on.
Put snap to get in the goal because it's bending away from the face of goal. So you've got to get it absolutely perfect, and that's exactly what Finn McRae did.
Yeah, Finn's got 20 disposals and a goal. Get around it. How many tackles? 5 tackles.
So just the third goal scorer for Collingwood with Sam Glover.
So it's at 11 points now. So 2 goals and we're in front by a point.
Accounting for the other one.
Can I ask you a question about Kruger as well? So if we do play him, do you think he'll play forward or do you think he'll play in defence?
I think he stays as a forward. He's got the ability to play defence, and it might be an option that we might look at. But I think next year, unless if he's showing, it's kind of hard because like it depends on what you want to do because. Oh, there we go. Good tap. With Kruger, you can play him in the AFL if he's ready for sure, and he'll do well. I would just have, but if they're concerned about his shoulder though, and you know he's coming off a pretty serious like shoulder surgery and shoulder injury, I might have him in the VFL for a few weeks, and then given that he has like a good month of like say VFL football, and maybe play him maybe like Anzac Day. Come on, follow up. Come on, let's go. Oh, good work.
Can you have Johnson, Checkers, and Kruger in the same forward line? Well,
yeah, but you could also have that. Yeah, but you could also do that, but you could maybe put McStay in there so that Kruger. Because that's the thing, like, you gotta.
Ollie Henry as well. I wouldn't have maybe Bobby Hill or Bobby Hill and Elliott.
Oh, no, yeah, there you go. Ollie can be in the forward line. So Ollie can be your third tall. And. Because he can play that Fritsch sort of type of role. And then McStay goes back. And. Because that's the thing, we shouldn't. I hope we get into a habit of not rushing players if we don't need to. And if they're injured, they're injured. And like, yeah, there you go.
Kill the Pies.
Coming back in it.
Come on.
Definitely back in it. But yeah. Yeah.
Started the final term of this VFL match.
Yeah, well, it's well and truly game on now, and the questions are being asked of Sydney. They haven't been able to put
the Broncos still on the list.
Who's on the list?
Rusco, McMahon.
Oh, Taylor. Yeah.
I remember him.
Yeah, we got traded to Sydney. He played. Yeah, he was too.
Oh, I was seeing a couple of fans saying, what do we pick Paddy Dow over David Uniacke?
Because their club is shit.
David Uniacke's killing it, and Paddy Dow's in the VFL because he's no good.
Like, how many times do you have to keep telling the truth before someone goes, hang on, this guy makes some sense?
Yeah.
That's why in their stream I was going, holy shit, we finally found a Carlton supporter that actually makes sense. Because he's going at Terry saying like, dude, we need to respect the opposition. Like, Collingwood would have been awesome this year, you know. And then even tells him like, what are we going to do that's going to that's going to make us beat, you know. That's going to make us.
You know what it is too? They don't like Michael Voss keeps picking down, even as a medical sub. Where they play well in the VFL, but they don't play well in the seniors. Like, it's the same thing with Ollie Henry at times as well.
Mm.
Yeah, he's a good VFL player, but when he plays AFL, he goes out the game and he doesn't have like that effort to wanting to play well and find something as well. So I think that can be a problem as well.
Here we go, free kick our way.
You hear what the crowd thinks about that. Cooper Murley receives.
Oh no.
The two Swans will be raffling this and O'Connor takes the mark.
That could have been a major turning point.
Jesus.
Turnover like that can easily lead to a goal, and a free kick from a runner could have been a major turning point. To be though, McLean will win a free kick here for the Swans.
Was he not looking at the ball?
Blame McAndrew for that because he was there and the kick went backwards to where he was. And he tried to get out of the way, but was unable.
When are you going to record your promo?
You are quite often in the way when you don't mean to be.
Probably Tuesday.
Yeah.
After the game.
Oh, here we go. Come on, defend, Kelly. Come on, punch it through, please.
I just want to see this car fans look like little girls that they are.
Yeah.
Especially when it's the fact he said they can't accept the fact that we beat Melbourne twice.
Oh yeah.
And they said, oh, but Melbourne are better side than Collingwood. Yeah, whatever.
Oh,
Come on, McRae, over the top. Oh, come on.
Got it and got the hand pass over the top to Hartley. They were away and in the front, Collingwood. Unfortunately, just missed it from there.
You know, even when we had a shit year last year, we still beat Melbourne. What does that tell you?
We'll probably play them in the finals too, so we'll do it again just to prove people wrong. We can beat the best teams.
Yep.
Hand pass over the top, Huswaite. Jetta sweeps it out to Lane.
Oh, definitely.
By hand again.
I don't think I can kick this. I think it's gonna miss it. And, out.
Come on, Madge, get up.
5 points, let's go, baby.
Took him a while to actually get.
Come on, Hartley.
Sheldrick
Uh,
was there for the support. Nice.
Come on.
That finds Shipley. Defensive side of the wing. Nick Shipley allowed to run with no one on the mark. Goes to a one-on-one contest.
Oh, question to you both, since I got you here. So if we beat Sydney and Carlton, right?
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think we'll get the extra praise? That they'll say, okay, you know, Collingwood are a danger team in the finals.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if we get praise or not. Like, what matters is winning games of football. Like, and even if they don't give us praise, it's probably sweeter because then we're like, okay, cool, I'll just go, you know, hold this premiership cup or whatever. Like, you know, like, there we go, we're in front.
Yes,
Cooper.
come on, Cooper.
Let's go.
In my lineup for next year, I've got midfielders Adams, Torrento, to go here, and then have Lipinski on half forward.
It's going to be such a stacked team next year. Like, if we get all the people that we think that we're going to get, it's going to be such a stacked team.
Oh, yeah. We've got depth, like we've got now depth as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we lacked last year.
Well, the thing with last year is that we had a lot of kids that just weren't ready. And then we had a coach that couldn't coach. So, when you change those two things around, and mind you, the kids are still kids, like, don't get me wrong. But when you put a bit more, actually, well, yeah, and then you have someone like Howell play, because I don't think Howell played much in 2021, did he? No.
I think he done PCL, wasn't it? Or
Yeah.
2020, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was his last year that he had,
Yeah.
No, he played against the Eagles last year.
Yeah, but like he only played like 5 games or so. Like he didn't play the full season. So, you know, that's.
And also as well, we had number too last year.
Oh, there's a dude down. Is it Amadi? Looks like he's holding his shoulder pretty bad. No, he's gonna push through it. Come on, Drapes.
I've got Snowball, Cameron, Clonal on the bench, and then have Carmichael sub.
Yeah.
Or Ollie Henry.
Do you know what I think we'll have to do now?
Wins the hit out.
What's that?
Straight down.
Nick Jacobs is going to get tagged, Kane Corns reckons.
Come on, Draper, let's go. Let's go.
That shows how good he is because he's 19-year-old.
Oh, Hartley.
Hold on. Gould managed to get the kick away. Shipley does well.
How do they get out that quickly?
He gets 10 disposals, and yet you get people like Saad, who's the biggest seagull of them all, he only gets 10 disposals more than Dacon.
Yeah, I know.
That's a role playing after.
Yes, Chug, let's go. Come on, Chug.
I love Isaac Chug. He's a really good.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, Millie got the goal.
Yeah, we're actually in front now.
I'm going to watch it, fuck it.
A few mistakes from the players. Peter Laddams marks the Roberts kick. And now he'll go inboard, looking for McLean. Wasn't able to fly McLean. Kelly got there with the fist.
Alright, how are we going with disposals? Yeah, so McRae's on 24, Husway 23, Roscoe 23, and everyone else is 18 or less.
Sam Wixon, it's a 50-meter penalty. For the afters, this will be a certain goal for Sam Wicks.
Wait, what's happened there?
50-meter penalty. Don't know what for.
Yeah, I was just looking down at my phone just then. Huswaite's down, I think.
The afters there, that's exactly what it's done. As soon as you hit the front for the first time in the match, gift a goal to the opponent through a 50-meter penalty.
This is a 50-meter penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't say what it was for, though. Huswaite's down, and he's been taken off now.
Oh, yes, I got it.
Taking his full 30 seconds. Of course, he makes no mistake from the goal square. Sydney are back in front. The margin.
Oh, we're open next week at Icon Park.
8-7-55. Collingwood 7-8-50.
No, it's at the MCG now.
Is that why?
They changed them. They moved it.
Sam Wicks with his second for the day. That follows up a strong performance last week of 28 disposals and the 3 goals against North Melbourne in a 20-point win. Best on ground last week, Sam Wicks.
Come on.
Making his case.
Oh.
It's the time of year that you want.
There'll be more Collingwood fans at the game, I reckon. Or probably more Sydney fans. We'll be more vocal, I reckon.
The Swans in both the AFL and the
Yep.
Whoa.
Collingwood defending well.
Are you guys looking at the scores in the Richmond Hawthorn game?
Yeah. Oh,
Let's have a look.
31 points. Richmond's in front.
24 now. 24 now.
Draper puts the tackle on Roberts. Matt. It's going to be a ball up. On the
Yeah, well, we want Richmond to win, so that's good.
the rugby league ground, which of course is finished now with the Roosters moving.
And then Doggies beat Hawthorn.
Yep.
Kicks inside 50.
Come on.
Having to go with the
Come on, Madge, let's go.
Carlton fans always shitting bricks.
Oh, Madge! Oh.
Good effort from the big man. Nice pick up and snap from Jack Madgen.
Can you call Madge a big man, though, considering he's 192?
Coming off the 5 goals last week, Jack Madgen.
Isn't that like a key forward size? 192?
Yeah, you normally say that when you go to a tall key forward or like a ruckman. I don't think, like, I mean, I know Madge is obviously big. I mean, he's obviously taller than me, but like, I don't think 192 centimeters is in the category of like, you know, to be called. Anyway, I don't know.
What I will do too, man, is when I'm streaming the AFL game, what I will do is I'll have you guys on your phone while I stream off my iPad.
Alright.
And whoever wants to join in can join in.
Yep.
Yep. Because I've got it as a normal
StreamYard.
Sydney's having a
I
shot.
didn't set up a StreamYard. I just set up as normal.
So far today, will take a big kick, doesn't go for it. He chips short.
Oh, and apparently too, there's a there's a rumour going around that apparently there's a chance that Dustin could play finals.
Yeah.
The lead came and Jeddah was there, and he was there the whole time, so it was poor football in the end.
I do reckon he'll be at Sydney though next year.
Yeah.
Apparently he wants out of Melbourne.
Hooks it out wide to the wing. Here's Shipley. Sees Laddams short.
I would have thought Melbourne would be the best place to go, but I suppose when it comes to the media, I guess that can take its toll on you more than like living in Sydney. Because obviously you stay quiet in those places. Apparently as well,
oh, thank God we got a free kick
they
there.
were saying as well, I think, on the round so far as well, is that they're happy with Adelaide's rebuild since they've won like 4
Oh,
in a
good
row.
mark.
But
Here we go, trying to get through the centre.
the game against Wellings.
Oh, good shug. Yes. What a mark by Draper. Oh.
So Goulden a little slow to get up for the Swans.
Like a bloody cramp. Yeah, cramp.
Yeah, good.
Do you get worried when the play goes down? Like for my man boss, because you think, well, no.
Well, if he's looking like what Arlo is right now, yeah. But I think it's just cramp.
Mere tightness.
Still limping though. Doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on, let's go.
Extension or something.
I hope not.
Do they know how to rub away lines on the ground? There's still bloody rugby lines on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Confusing.
When did they play the rugby game?
I don't know.
I assume last night.
Well, yeah, if the paint's still there, must have been recent. Is that a goal? Yes, it is! Get around it! Yes, there we go.
Yes.
Back in front, 2 points to the good.
Oh, Blackmore more.
57 plays the Swans 8-7.
He's good. I like reading Blackmore more.
Yeah. Nah, he is very good, but the thing with him is that, like, a few weeks ago, he was, like, the only one kicking goals for us, because we just didn't have any presence up forward. So now, the fact that we have a little bit more presence with, like, Madge and Ollie and that, like, he's actually been, he's actually having a lesser role, which is probably helping him out a lot. And where is, yeah, Ollie's only had the 8 disposals too.
I don't think he'll be in seniors on soon if he's going to start this.
Yeah. Hey, Short Sports. But also, so, well then that's the question, like, do you think he gets back into the squad then? Because do you think...
Here we go.
Oh, come on, let's go. Was that a mark? Yes, it is. Who is it? Campbell Lane. The Huswaite. Nah, Henry's been pretty quiet today. I don't think he's going to be in next week, to be honest.
No.
Oh, come on, Ashwin.
It's shame though, because he's such a talented player.
With a performance like this, does this sort of worry you a little bit? Given that he's like out of contract and he's...
Yeah. No, I do think we'll re-sign him though.
Yeah. Because I ain't gonna lie, like, when players perform like that and you know their situation that they're trying to sign a contract at the moment, that kind of worries me a bit, because if they're not playing well, obviously they're struggling, and if they're struggling, obviously it's on a football field, but sometimes those things do, like, it's such a weird thing, but it happens to be more right than not.
According to Jen, apparently he's gonna get done. She reckons it will get done.
Yeah.
It's just all a matter of.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just a matter of you know, because like you want to use the full cap, so you want to know how much you've got on in the cap. So.
Well, that was a good handle. One of the plays that we did, I think, was in that second quarter where it was just all handballs before that kick. Like, that was brilliant.
Yeah. All short sports, he's had, where is he? He's had 8 disposals so far. He has taken 5 marks. That's pretty impressive. But he really hasn't shown a lot. He hasn't kicked any goals. Hasn't even kicked a point. Yeah, I wouldn't be putting him in the senior squad if I was the coach. Because you need a bit more than that.
So Lewis Taylor will get the free kick for Sydney on the centre wing. Healthy crowd building here. Sell out this afternoon at the SCG. Chest mark dropped by Will Collis. Tardrew gave it to McRae. He goes to half forward. Glover, strong hands. Takes the mark. How costly will that be? Chips it short. Lane almost on the half, but he just got the fingers underneath it.
Alright, let's drive it in now. Oh, come on, let's go. Madge! Come on, kick it! Oh.
Cunningham's there. Takes the saving mark in the goal, moves it quickly out to Sinclair.
Oh, sure.
Touched off the boot, that's why he didn't quite make the journey from there. So Marty just pushed off it legally by McMahon. Well, McMahon, but then undid his own good work, getting it out on the full. So relieves the pressure there for Sydney.
Yes. Oh, come on.
Still trailing by 2 points.
There we go. 2 bounces. 3 bounces. Yes, I kicked the goal.
Time ticking down, but Sheldrick is going to take his time. Long up the line. Laddams, McLean, and Marty are all there. McLean ended up competing against 3. Inside 50 from Shipley. He gets a good bounce here.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Hit the front once again.
Oh, to go in. Do I have a shot?
Back 4
oh, no.
Front. Just read that best. Got a good bounce. Knew it was going to be over the back if he got that good bounce.
It's going across the face. It's alright. Let's see if I can.
Man, I did not need that goal right now.
Sent his opponent to ground, kept his feet, and ran into the open goal.
Alright, who we got in the middle? Looks like it's Roberts, Huswaite, and Finn. And I think Lockie's going to have a crack too.
And of course, according to the live ladder, that's the 4th change to the top 4.
And they're swapping, as I said, between 4th and 6th, with Box Hill Hawks sitting right in the middle of them.
The stakes are very big today here at the SCG for both the VFL and
Come on.
The umpire throws it up once again. Laddams got the hit out down to Sheldrick, who couldn't quite hold on. Taylor in relentless pursuit as always. Is the umpire going to say he dived on that one? He is.
Oh, you're kidding.
In fact, it's going to be.
You're absolutely kidding.
Taylor was the one that dived on the ball. In fact, it was Finn McRae. So Angus Sheldrick drives it towards Shipley inside 50.
Where's the holding on that?
Malloy in the contest. Malloy goes again, but it's stolen off him by Wicks. Wicks for the Swans. Couldn't quite.
Come on, yes, let's go, let's go.
Of it, and now it's away for Collingwood. Tardrew.
Oh, come on.
I think it is on the far side. His kick long, but it's all Sydney.
Oh, come on.
Will Gould was the other.
Stop rushing your kicks.
Swans by 4 points.
Take it on.
Minutes gone in the last quarter. Laddams takes the mark in front of Chug. He's got a player running for him. That is Rankin. He goes out wide. Gives it to Will Collis, the last goal kicker.
Oh, a goal scorer back in for Collingwood. Has a bounce. They'll have a second. They'll have a third. I should just kick it in the yards.
Now Cal is going to put it.
Come on.
Shocker, didn't he?
Oh, this mother.
Caught with the ball. There is the Magpies player at the base, and the umpire's going to call for a ball up. That was Rusco. Brought down in a good tackle by Ben Ronk, who's actually had a very quiet day indeed. After a strong performance last week, the ball tapped the ground. Well, this is up last week, a strong performance the week before.
Yes, come on, let's go, let's go.
Jetta sends it long down the wing, back with the flight ball. Oh, McLean. He's landed hard.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a good mark.
Sucked the wind out of himself, but that
I think we were going to get him last year, I think. Hayden McLean.
Terrific mark from Hayden McLean. He might have landed on the ball, which is always a little awkward landing, but it does usually mean that you.
Wait, was he at a previous club before, or has he just stayed at Sydney?
Sinclair, who's outnumbered 2-on-1. Collingwood players do well to get the ball to ground. They want to go quickly here, Collingwood, and they've got a free kick.
Hang on, we'll be back.
Opportunity presents to Finn McRae. He's got Poulter in a bit of space on the wing. The kick's not a good one, made him wait. Laddams did terrifically well to get the spoil running back with a flight. And now Sheldrick does terrifically once again. Just shoots the 3 Collingwood players that were also in that contest.
Come on, Kelly, set up. Yes, good. Oh, no.
Still the chance there for the Swans. Amati, Sinclair, and now Ben Ronk. The Swans are 10 points up. Terrific work from Amati Sinclair. Ben Ronk finished it well. But geez, Will Kelly just had to get that ball across the boundary line.
Or handball it sooner. He had a 3-on-1 there, and he was trying to draw the man, and Amati just corralled him.
Probably not long to go.
Yeah, no, it's 27, 25 at the moment.
We're used to these anyway. Oh, no, too late probably now. Need 2 big goals.
Yeah. We might have it. Yeah, we might have 5 minutes left on the clock, and that's it.
Yeah.
Might go to about 32, I reckon.
Perhaps could have been the sealer from Ben Ronk.
Man, I just gotta go. I just gotta really go and
put up a terrific effort. Got the lead on a couple of occasions. Begg gets
yes, let's go, let's go.
off to McRae. They're going again. Collingwood kick inside 50. Oh, Gould's fist. There it is again.
Come on, let's get it. Oh, kick it! Finners! Yes, let's go!
Come on, boys.
Great kick from Finn McRae.
yes.
That's 2 goals from. I swear, Finn's gonna be in next week. If Finn is not in next week, we riot. We fucking riot.
That's a good lead by Begg. Good.
Oh.
To put this game to bed, Collingwood with the instant response, and just 4 points in it once again here at the SCG.
Finn is gonna be in. Like, he's his game, 29 disposals, 2 goals, 2 behinds. But yeah, 15 kicks, 15 handballs. Oh no, sorry, he's got that was his 30th disposal. But he's got 15 kicks, 15 handballs, 5 tackles, and a mark. Oh, come on. Yes, let's go again. Come on.
Come on. Oh, Begg, he's Begg.
Come on, let's go. Oh, this is our ball. Come on, Pulse. Let's go. Go, Jetta, come on.
Come on, Poulter.
Gould with a terrific mark running back with the fly.
Is that Kelly up forward?
Will Kelly, who's been pushed forward. That's a sensational grab from Will Gould. Perhaps match winning.
And he's done that time and time again.
Oh, Will Kelly's forward.
This year, Will Gould.
Yeah.
A wonderful player he is.
Yeah, that was he took a decent hit there too. Come on, Drapes. Yes, Drapes. Oh, come on. Yes, let's go. Come on. Come on, give him 50. Come on, let's go.
The commentators are saying it.
Yeah.
Oh, and the full. Yes. All right, it's coming back in. It's coming back in.
Another push forward, the Magpies. Arlo Draper. Good to see him back on the ground. They've sorted out his cramping.
Come on, let's go.
Goal square, a huge pack to fly, and McLean thumps it.
Oh, that's a throw, isn't it? Oh, I guess he did have a fist to it.
Behind to Collingwood. It's a 3-point ball game.
Is that a throw?
No, I don't think so.
Because it's the upward motion that they do, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's all like
I mean, to be fair, his hand was a fist, so that's probably what saved him. But yeah, if he had an open hand to that, that would have been a throw.
Asked to play on now, and he'll go long up the line. Amati and Sinclair are both
Come on, let's go.
Amati flies, couldn't hold on. Wicks was at the full of the ball. So too
Come on.
He finds
Don't get out. Don't get out. Yes, good big.
Taking that out of bounds was the right
Come on.
there from Ronk.
Oh.
He gets a free kick. So
Yes, let's go. Let's go.
going to Collingwood in these dying stages, keeping them in it. So it'll be
Come on. We don't have any time to waste.
long and quickly. Sydney with the numbers.
Oh, you're kidding.
The size advantage in that contest. It was 2-on-1. Sydney with the numbers and the size advantage.
Peter Laddams, halfback for Sydney. Heading towards the death. 31 and a half minutes gone in the last quarter. Fly from Ben.
Come on.
The back, McMahon threw it on the boot. It's going towards.
Oh, no, that's it. That's game.
So it'll be a Sydney ball.
You can't be doing that.
Just where Hugo Hooker-Hine is. The bunch of Sydney senior players have come up to watch the dying stages here. Luke Parker, Ryan Clark, Chad Warner among them. As Hooker-Hine plays on, goes long up the line. Collingwood have got the numbers here.
Oh.
And there's the siren. Sydney win by 3 points in a thriller at the FL.
Damn it.
Collingwood mounted the challenge in the final term. Sydney were good enough to.
It's alright. The senior team will get the win tonight.
Top 4 with 1 round to go.
had a chances with you.
Yep.
Well, they had to fight hard, didn't
Yeah, a lot of our entry inside forward 50 was pretty bad.
they? And take that victory, that important victory, 10-7-67 to 9 goals, 10-64. Desperate fight to get the points against a desperate team from Collingwood.
Also, the other thing too, probably, I don't know if you guys want to mention it, but yeah, that Will Kelly, that the tap that he probably should have taken out of bounds. If he actually took it out of bounds and we got that goal, we actually would have won by 3 points.
It's those little things that matter.
Yeah.
It's those, like the AFL boys, you know, they will be, you know, taken out of bounds. You know, make sure that we take time off the clock.
Yeah. Alright, so what are we doing now?
Very happy the Swans fans here at the SCG. So 4 lead changes there were in that final term.
Oh, Casey.
Oh, we got plenty of time.
Brilliant last 2 goals.
The AFL's not gonna.
I'll be back in 20 minutes or so.
Yep.
Do a couple of things.
The VFL match review officer
Alright.
had a little look.
Alright, see you soon.
Strike on Neville Jetta in the dying stages there. Angus Sheldrick had 30.
Do you want to finish up now, Kev, and have a bit of a break, and then we'll come back about 3 o'clock?
26. Harry Cunningham 25. Next best for Collingwood.
Yeah, I was gonna finish off this. I was gonna watch the VFL. I was gonna have maybe something to eat, or maybe.
Yeah. Actually, I wonder, I might need to ask Tom if he's got Discord, but I'm wondering maybe if we could do this through Discord. Because then if we do Discord, I can have the game in full screen.
Oh, that's it.
So.
Sydney got out to 17 at 3/4 time after kicking 2-3 to 1 goal 4.
Oh, where do I want to go? I want to go. Oh, I have to go out wide.
And they kept coming, but the Swans were able to get it done and stay in the top 4.
Yeah, I'll wait for the thing to finish up, and then I'll stop the stream and I'll come back in around 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I've got my stream at 3 o'clock. By the way, thank you for helping me with the date that I got wrong too when I set up the stream.
Yeah. Oh.
Sydney Swans victorious by 3 points over Collingwood at the SCG.
Well, there we go. But yeah, Finn was amazing in that. Like, he has to get a call up next week, surely.
He's got to get a call up.
I mean, Finn could have had 4 goals today. He kicked 2 goals too. Like, jeez. And he had, and I remember one of those points he kicked too. Like, it just clipped the inside goalpost too.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Yeah, Huswaite with 20. So Finn with 30, Huswaite with 24, Roscoe 23, Tarjo 21, Lane with 20, Poulter 20, Jetta 18. Jetta had a massive second half too, so credit to him. I think he had 13 in that second half.
Yeah.
McMahon 17.
Did you preview for the men's AFL or not yet?
No, not yet. No, I'll just have to leave it this week because yeah, obviously as you can tell, I haven't been well this week, so been trying to fight off this cold all week, so
Yeah, Big Out Pies taking a massive hit as the informed side goes down for the Swans box. Blockbuster and Hawthorn are killing 57-29. So that means we need Richmond to win.
Yeah. Also, the other thing too, Ollie did not have a good game today. Like, that's really concerning from Ollie.
Yeah, he was quiet tonight, so I should say.
I'm just trying to look at his other games, you know, that he's got disposals in. For some reason, it's not coming up though. There we go. Yeah, so he had 8 disposals today. He had 10 against Williamstown. He had 16 against Southport, 16. Yeah, so it's definitely a down. You could probably say that was his worst game for the year, but you can only get better from there, though. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, no, I'll finish up my stream here now, and I'll come back at 3 o'clock. But yeah, would like to thank everybody for tuning into the stream. If you have not already liked and subscribed, please make sure to do that. And yeah, we will be back at 3 o'clock, so in about 40 minutes, to do the AFL. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned for that. And yeah, but until then, I'll go off and have a bit of a break. And yeah, I'll see you guys in about 40 minutes. All right, see you guys at 3 o'clock.